Okay, Shalom, Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah, Koholoyim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to all the Akim and Achwah that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yahnan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And just wanted to play this quick video. So fair use, fair use. CNN's Eli Honig points out alleged U.S. strike on defenseless survivors is literally a textbook example of a war crime. Well, Esau, man, this is what he does, man. He does that best, you know. I seen another article on this too, but I want to play this little video on CNN and what this guy's talking about. And I was actually just watching the beloved brother out in Idaho. And he was going into a lesson on the slaughter of the so-called Native American Indians would be the tribe of Gad, and just the breaking of the treaties and all that other stuff like that. A really good video. I was just watching. It was the spirit that I was watching that while I was kind of scrolling through my phone. And this is just Esau, man. This is what this man does, man. He's a natural born killer, man. It just is what it is, man. All right, so let's play the video real fast.
I want to discuss this and more with CNN senior legal analyst, the former assistant U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York, Eli Honig. Eli, what are your thoughts? Are these killings legal? Were the orders legal or illegal?
Well, Wolf, in a word, they were illegal. It is a core principle of the rule of law and of the law of war that you cannot target and kill people who have been rendered incapacitated or defenseless. That conflicts with the Geneva Convention. There was a group of Judge Advocate General, former military attorneys, who came out with a statement over the weekend saying that these acts would be patently illegal. Colonel Cedric Layton just told you 15 minutes ago on air that it would be illegal. And Wolf, if you look at the Department of Defense's own manual on the law of war, it uses as an example of something that would be illegal this exact scenario. It says if you have survivors of a shipwreck, they cannot be targeted because they are incapacitated. So if somebody took this order or gave this order knowingly and with the intent to take out two survivors who had been rendered helpless in the water, then yes, it would absolutely be illegal.
And not only the commanding officers who gave the order, but those who actually committed the acts, they would be engaged in a war crime. Is that right?
Yeah, so it all will depend there on their level of knowledge. What did they know at that moment? If they were aware that there were people in the water who had been rendered defenseless, who were incapable of defending themselves and fighting back, and they took that order, then yes, they would be acting on an illegal order, and that has been rejected as a defense in court cases.
Okay, so let me just come out of here. I mean, this is man. This is what Esau does best, man. Let me go to this other article real quick. This one is from The View. Whoopi Goldberg and the gossipers, but it says The View stars believe Pete Hegseth alleged orders over Venezuelan strikes were flat out murders and should be considered war crimes. And this is what Esau does, man. He's been doing this shit for hundreds of years. For real. Okay, so it says the women of The View were all disgusted by the allegation that the Department of War, because they just changed the name, right? Department of Defense to Department of War. But yet Trump, he want the Peace Prize, the Nobel Peace Prize. But you didn't rename the damn Department of Defense to the Department of War. Okay, but it says the women of The View were all disgusted by the allegations that Department of War head Pete Hegseth allegedly gave an order to kill anyone on board as they made strikes on Venezuelan boats in their fight to end drug trafficking. Right. And Trump just let it. He just pardoned supposedly a dope dealer. On the Monday, December 1st episode of the ABC series, Sarah Haynes, which is this is a, she could be an Israelite, but she appears to be, that appearance. She seems to be an Edomite to me, but who knows? She could be an Israelite. But overall, Esau's women are actually coming down on Esau these days. They're actually pointing Esau out to be the wicked, especially these so-called straight white Christian men. Okay, but this is what she says. She says, I know this is why those Democratic vets put out that video. If you're familiar with the which they're trying to have the FBI investigate these people, you know what I'm saying? Democrats, whatever their titles are, you know what I'm saying, in whatever states. But they had this video, telling the armed forces to not go along with an illegal order, basically. So they sent in the FBI to check into a few of them. But anyway, it says, I know this is why those Democratic vets put out that video last week that people said, why would they need to say what's already obvious? They can refuse to act on an illegal order, and people are like, yeah, but there's nothing like that. Well, this is a situation where there were clearly in the cameras 2 men on parts of the explosion, and then they're killed, Haynes pointed out. So the likelihood of this is we're not at war with Venezuela, but it's a murder. It's flat out murder. And anyone that acted on those orders could be held on war crimes, right? Let me grab a quick script. Yeah, I believe she's an Edomite. That's not the one. Psalm 68:4. Oh, no, that was 64:8. Bugging. It says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So, the Shedemite, she been going hard. It's a bunch of podcasts with Edomite women going in on their men, man, and that never used to be. That's how you know that Esau's kingdom is falling, because they never used to be like that. Towards there, they was just, hey, go along with the flow. But anyway, let's see what else they said. Sonny Hostins confirms Sarah Haynes' thoughts. I think she's a lawyer, former lawyer or whatever. The fact that they're dropping bombs in international waters outside of Venezuela and closing Venezuelan airspace seems to be some sort of subterfuge for something else. Oh yeah, we already know they're gonna try and invade, and they want that oil, man. They want them precious resources over there. Esau just going about the earth doing what he does, man. He kills, steal, and destroy. I'm not a geopolitical expert, but in the terms of the law of it, you're right, Sarah. That's why those army vets explain you do not have to follow illegal orders. What you're supposed to do under international law, you are supposed to take those fighters as war criminals, prisoners of war, and you're supposed to give them refuge. You're supposed to take care of them. And then you're supposed to put them into the court of law. Instead, they kill them. Yeah, hey, this Esau, man. This guy is blatantly just out here, man. He's clearly showing you that he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. That means the person who gave the order can be held accountable and put in prison. And that means the people that conducted the orders, that pulled the trigger, are also responsible and can be held accountable, added the former prosecutor. Now you have people that are serving this country as patriots, perhaps following an illegal order, and then themselves can be court-martialed. Imagine that. Yeah. So you got Whoopi Goldberg says Pete Hegseth set people up. What he's done is set them up, stated Whoopi Goldberg, who returned to the show after a hiatus, which she spent in Italy working on a soap opera. Hell nah. He has agreed. Hostin. Okay, well, bet. Then you got these Edomites in the comment boards, you know what I'm saying? They about it. They with it. They're not looking at it as, you know what I'm saying, because Esau don't follow his own laws, man. This dude, he don't follow his own laws, man. Trump done broke all kinds of laws since that guy been in there, man. So let's just grab, I wanted to get this, and this is one of the things that the brother went into, too, when I was watching the Idaho brother. What's that? Let's see here. I think it starts about here. 12. Let's start at verse 12. Proverbs 6:12. It says, a naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. He winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers. And that's, you can Just imagine Trump. You know, frowardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. And that's what we pray for, man. We're praying for the downfall of Esau's kingdom. And we can clearly see it, man. This place is done. This place is done, man. These 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look. You don't get no more prouder than these so-called white people, especially this new administration. It says a proud look, a lying tongue. Motherfucker don't do nothing but lie. And hands that shed innocent blood. Right? Because they're telling you, they're telling the people that, okay, these are drug boats, but there's no evidence of them being drug boats other than what they're saying. So you're supposed to just take this motherfucker's word for it when all they do is lie? Come on, bro. Verse 18, Proverbs 6 and 18. An heart that deviseth wicked imaginations. That's all Esau does, man. This dude can't go to sleep unless he's setting somebody up. Feet that be swift and run into mischief. What the fuck you doing over in Venezuela, man? You know, why are you trying to invade that spot? We already know what it is. Verse 19, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. And this whole list right here is Esau. That's him all day long, man. Can't get around it. This man, he don't keep no treaties. He'll go back on a contract on your ass like it's nothing. Right? Then I seen another one. I'm trying to think where that other one. Well, it don't matter. The point is made. I just wanted to kind of touch on this for a second. But this the guy right here, man. You know, with the big stupid ass tattoo. We know he's a racist. You know, so this man's whole cabinet, man, is just a bunch of no beard having. And here you go. You're the Department of War, so to speak. And he was all fussing about Jake having beards basically in the military. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake trying to shave his goddamn face and our skin and hair texture. You can't be shaving the Lord gave us a clear law to not shave our beards or mar our beards or destroy our beards, man. Here you go. This motherfucker right here. He's really adamant about telling it. Matter of fact, they had a meeting. He went somewhere to visit some of the military. I forgot where it was. It was another country though, but it was going to visit some service members in whatever country it was or whatever. And he sent out an email to anybody that's got a beard, don't even come, so to speak. So who he's really falling back on is really Jake, so-called blacks, man. But Jake's stupid as hell for joining this man's military though. Now you had that one admiral, the so-called black man. He ended up quitting. And matter of fact, that was when they first started bombing these boats. So that guy, he probably was like, "Fuck that! I'm resigning. Let me get the fuck out of here, cause I'm not, I'm not giving no illegal orders, man. Cause that could jeopardize himself. Your ass can go to prison. You know what I'm saying? If there was another administration, say some Democrats come in and they could just, bring up charges on these people, man. See, right now, Trump, he's just allowing anything to go down. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But Esau just being Esau, man. This is what he does, man. He kills, steal, and destroy. He runs throughout the earth, and he acts like the whole goddamn planet is his. Not just the planet. He act like the damn skies are his. All the damn water is his. All the damn animals. Everything is just oppressed under this man. So just a quick little jump off on that, man. Because he's trying to get around the fact that he gave that order, which I'm certain he did. For real. We've seen him say weird ass crazy shit. So these people are emboldened, man, on doing wickedly, man. So I'm gonna end out there with that. Shalom.